Yo, what's up? I'll turn on the mic and talk to you for a second. Yeah, I was just watching a video. What's going on, man? Living the dream. That's dope. You excited for tomorrow? I'm practically counting down the hours. I'm ready to finally be able to afford a house. I've been looking for at least a year and a half now, and it is a bit ridiculous. I keep telling myself if I wait, everything will even out. I'm not going to be able to afford something realistically, and I guess we'll find out here in a few months. Dude, heck yeah. Gas prices for real. And food cost. Oh my goodness. That's one of the things a lot of people don't think about, but like gas prices are a lagging indicator of future food prices because everything you eat had to be transported, like all your grain had to be transported around and then shipped, like, you know, all the fertilizer had to be shipped to the farm. The farm had to, do this, had to go to a processing facility, a canning facility, and then to a warehouse, and then to a store. Same thing with meat, it's the same process. So, dude, I'm ready for to go to the grocery store and buy a week's worth of groceries and it not be like 400 bucks. But a lot of good stuff. If we could just get all these other countries in the world to chill out, we'd have it really good. Yeah, dude, that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I think I'll have a live stream going around somewhere around 12 o'clock, I guess. Get on a call for a while. Actually, yeah, I think we could probably do that. Hold up. Let me see. I'm gonna have to pull up Discord here. Give me 1 second. Let me see. I guess I'm gonna call you. Give me 1 second. Hey, can you hear me?
Hello, my friend. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I just escaped from Egypt.
That's funny.
I'm just fucking with you, Peter.
No, I'm doing good.
What are you up to, man?
Nothing, man. Just playing some games. I just took a chill weekend and did nothing and just like I don't know, just getting excited for tomorrow, like I said.
Nice.
What about you? What have you been up to lately?
Just working. Just chilling. When I
Gotcha.
saw you play that game, it reminded me of like in 2006, there was some game that was like Second Life,
Okay.
but it wasn't Second Life. I'm trying to figure out what it was.
It might be this. I've heard people compare
I
it.
think it might have been Active War.
I don't know what
What's
that
this
is.
game?
It's called Entropia Universe.
I think this came out in like 2007.
There was a game called do you have like oh no, it wasn't like this game. It was like a chat room. Oh man.
I don't like that.
Anything else been going on?
Not really, man. Just chilling. Um, Focusing on some stuff. Got some projects going.
That's good.
So just put out my book finally.
Oh yeah.
So that's out.
What was
And
it? What was it called again?
my book is called Get Hypnotized: Introduction to Hypnosis. So how to learn how to basically learning how to be a hypnotist or learning how to do it for yourself.
Ah, so it's
So
like a
it's a very,
teaching,
very basics. So
like teaching.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I have an old GameCube Advance. I've been playing Mario Land 2 on there.
Oh really? I remember
Yeah.
during the pandemic, I pulled out the GameCube and I played Animal Crossings for the old one.
The first one on the GameCube.
Yeah, have you ever played that one?
I haven't played it, but I know about it.
Okay. Yeah, me and my cousins, we used to play that game. Like we would get just like so like into it. We would fight over like whose turn it was. It was insane. And it was like not that type of game. Like if you've ever seen it, like you know what I mean. Like it's a super cool game. There's a lot of stuff it's got going on, but like at the same time, it's not like I don't know something else that's more intense. Probably worth fighting over.
Yeah. Um, I played when I had Animal Crossing. I had it on the DS, not the
Okay,
3DS, but the regular DS. I had
I
Wild World.
I had that one. I had
Um,
both of them. I played all of them.
I like the DS one the most.
The DS one was pretty good. I think like everyone agrees that the one for the Wii was kind of the worst. Not because it was just a bad game. It was just it just like every game improved incrementally, and that one didn't necessarily improve. If anything, it was about the
Yeah, it
same.
felt like another port.
Kinda, yeah, because the whole appeal of the game was like the town, and the town that you would go to was like actually like pretty lackluster. So, I mean, it was a good game though. I played the crap out of it. I think it's really weird how
Yeah, man.
hmm?
What's that?
I think it's really weird.
I wasn't saying nothing.
I read this book about um kind of addiction, but it's like stickiness. Have you ever heard of the term stickiness in terms of things that are like mentally addictive or like mentally remembered, like little jingles from like commercials and stuff?
Hmm.
Like, are you familiar with the term stickiness, like in that way?
Um, was it like a card you're talking about, or?
No, no, no. So stickiness is just like a term that's like used in advertising. So for example, like if something like Pikachu, like you could have a picture of a Pikachu, and you could show it to almost anywhere in the world, and people could identify it. Like they'd know what it was. Like they would have some sort of emotional response to it, and it like he's considered to be very sticky. And there's like a study as to like why are some things sticky, like beer advertisements, and things like that. But when you watch a commercial about like insurance, it's not very sticky. Like you know, you might need insurance, but like you'd forget the commercial. You're like, what the heck was it? You know, is it like trying to figure it out. But there was like a study as to like why Pokemon was so sticky, like why it became like a cultural phenomenon versus like other games that are similar. Super interesting.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. It's like consistency, like sticking with people.
Mhm. Right, right. So it kind of refers to like what it does in your brain. So like, you know, there's a bunch of Pokemon, like I don't know, like Digimon, right? So you know what that is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Digimon was kind of like a Pokemon knockoff. Not a lot of people like know about it or even really care about it. Like people who see it today are like, "Oh yeah, this is cool. Like I remember that." Like there's no like emotional ties. There's no for most people, like the majority. But like if someone sees Pokemon, they know it. And there's like a lot of other examples they used, and there was like reasons for it. And I think there was like there's like six things that you have to satisfy, and I forget what they all are. One of them's like being memorable and like giving you like certain mental feelings, like a dopamine and stuff like that. And once you can, the more of these six things you can satisfy, the more sticky something becomes. And so, like Pokemon and like other phenomenon similar to that would satisfy all six things in like spades, and it becomes like this cultural phenomenon that like lives on for decades. Versus something like Digimon, which is like kind of halfway forgotten about, and it's like almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what I try to do with commercials, I try to make people laugh.
Mhm.
Basically, it's not so much about being logical. It's just like I just make people laugh, and
Mhm.
that makes people call me from it. But I mean, I don't. Also, question: you have a PlayStation or Xbox?
I do not. Just Nintendo.
I was gonna say I've been thinking about getting an Xbox One X
Mhm.
or a PS5, but I don't know which one's better.
Man,
Be cool
I've
to know.
never owned an Xbox or a PlayStation. I had a stepbrother. He had an Xbox 360. We used to play it occasionally, um, but I think that was mostly just because Halo was on it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Dude,
Uh,
the last
so
Halo I played was Halo 2. I've never played 3, which is apparently like the game.
uh, you ever have a Wii U?
Oh yeah, I got one now. You got one?
Nice. And the Switch?
Yeah, I got the
No, I
Switch.
have a Switch though.
Yeah, I got the Switch. The Wii U was cool. There was just no games for it. I only had like I think I only have 2 games for it ever. But there was this one really cool game actually.
Uh,
It's called Zombie U, and I think a lot of people who play it, including me, they're like it's actually one of the best zombie games ever made. And it just sucks because it was on Wii U and like just nobody had the opportunity to play it really, but it had such a good story and such a good like way, like a nuanced way that you played. One of the things that was really cool about it was like the controller had the screen, and whenever you would go in your backpack, you would have to look down, and on the screen your character would like kneel down and you could just see him digging through his backpack as you're like digging through like swiping through screens and stuff. And the cool thing was you had to go through your backpack at certain times and certain levels, and zombies were like programmed to like ambush you. So as you're searching through your backpack, you have to be looking down and up, and it kind of like gets you more like in the game. Like it kind of blurs the lines between like reality and fantasy like slightly, and it makes you feel more in tune with your character.
uh, really
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people actually talked about that, so I'm
interesting.
probably the only person who enjoyed that feature. But um, another thing that I kind of liked is like whenever your character died in the game, that character was gone forever, and you got a new character that was like randomly generated with a new name, a new character like randomly, and you would never get the same one twice ever. It was just like a thing of never-ending regeneration, and then you would have to go hunt down your body and kill yourself with a baseball bat, your zombie self, and get all your stuff back. Otherwise, you're screwed. No backpack. You just have like a baseball bat. It's pretty cool.
Damn, it's wild, dude. The consoles are so cheap right now.
Oh,
Xbox One X for 250.
oh, nice. Yeah, those were pretty expensive, huh?
Yeah, when they came out, they're like 590. I think like 500 or 600 bucks. Now they're like 200 bucks for 5K, which is kind of crazy if you think about it.
Yeah.
5K for that little.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Thing is, I think if you need 4K to enjoy a video game, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
You gotta not think about it so much. It's like a game. I don't care if it's 720p. If it's fun, I'll like it. I mean, I like better graphics. It's cool. Like, I don't need the latest shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I mean, pretty much to me, once you get to high definition, it's almost all the same.
Yeah. And 80p versus 4K is really not that much. Like, are you gonna be right next to the screen staring at each pixel?
Yeah. Oh man, it's crazy. I don't hardly ever watch like TV. So like I have really old TVs and it's like kind of crazy how cheap like new TVs are now, especially big ones.
Yeah. Like a 300 and 400 bucks for like a 70-inch 4K TV.
Dude, okay, so
Imagine that 7 years ago.
that's what I was just
How
about to
cheap, how
say, yeah.
expensive that would be.
Because I remember when the 4K came out for the first time, I was going to Best Buy with my friend, and it was like 56 inches or whatever by like Sony and like, some of these other companies, and it like $4,000, $5,000. I think there was like some larger ones for like 10,000. It's just like, dude. And I even remember saying like 5, 10 years from now, dude, like we're gonna be able to buy this for like under $1,000. They're like, you think so? I'm like, dude, technology always like goes down. You can get a 100 inch.
On the toilet.
Yeah, you can get a 100 inch TV now at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, most Walmart. I was at Walmart.
Damn.
Yeah, did you look it up?
Yeah, I mean it's like 1,000 bucks or
That
2,000 bucks, but I mean still.
that's pretty much nothing. I mean, I was at Walmart not long ago. I was like verifying it. They had a bunch of 98 inch TVs, and then I keep seeing every now and then somebody will find one that's like legitimately 100 inches.
Yeah, dude. I think if you're gonna get a gaming console, you should get the nicest that you can.
Hmm.
Get the best PS5 or the best Xbox, or get an older console. Get like a PS3.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what are you gonna do?
Yep. And I think the newer ones now, they're pretty good, which I think is kind of scammy, but they're pretty good at having like these downloadable libraries so you can rebuy digitally all the games that you used to play. At least Nintendo's that way.
Yeah. Or you could just put ROMs on there.
Yeah, I haven't messed with those very much, but
Do it totally legally, not illegally.
yeah, and you can just have everything for nothing.
How's the kid coming along? How far away for you from
June 19th.
delivery?
June 19th. Pretty good. I mean, everything's been good so far. All the doctor's appointments and stuff, everything's been great. So, just waiting.
Nice.
I think I think the pregnancy gets better as you go along, 'cause man, dude, when she was just like super tired, like whiny, like couldn't do anything, and now she's like getting energy again and is like able to like function normally as a person. So that's been a lot better because it was just me doing everything, and I'm just like, all right, I'll just do whatever, you know. So just future reference.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's a W though.
Yep, we waited.
Offspring,
Yeah, we waited a
probably
long
worth it.
time. It is, yeah. Be having a girl.
I can see you as a girl dad. I could see you as like a dude that's really silly, and then you pull the boyfriend aside. You're like, if you break her heart, I'll fucking kill you,
Yeah,
and then go back to joking right after.
I think I'll just dig up the ground loosely in the backyard and just make some like wooden crosses. Just be like, that was the last three.
Like, this is you if we fuck around.
Yeah, for real. Like, yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, I'm excited. It'll be cool. My family's stupid excited. My sister has like three boys, and they're like, "Oh, you need to have a girl," but they don't want her to have another child because they're basically taking care of them. So I was like, "Yeah, I mean, you guys aren't gonna have to take care of my kids, so you might as well just you can come visit, I guess, you know." My sister's kids are like feral though.
Yeah, dude. I think being an uncle kind of prepares you for it, though.
Yeah, yeah, I think so a little bit. It definitely postponed us like at least a good 2 or 3 years, cause we would come for Christmas every year and we would see them, and we'd be like, one more year, and then the next year we'd come down for Christmas and we'd be like, yeah, one more year. Did that about 3 times.
Yeah, it's fun. I like being an uncle.
Oh yeah, you see your I guess nieces and nephews very often.
Yeah, pretty often. Um, hang out with them, watch them.
That's cool.
Got to pull in my yard,
Oh,
swimming.
okay. They swim. All right. Yes, they're old enough to do that. That's cool.
Yeah,
My sister's kids are all young. Like there's two. There's one
it's
in diapers, two in diapers, I think. So they don't do cool stuff. I think the other one's like 8. And he's just kind of a dick.
just the age, man.
It is. He's homeschooled too, so he's not around kids his age. So like he acts like a younger kid. Like he just doesn't know how a 7-year old's supposed to act. So he's like still kind of a. It's almost like he's like four
Doesn't
or
have the
five. Yeah,
social experience.
yeah. He's. If you met him, you'd think that he was like probably 5, just 'cause he acts like he's 5.
Yeah, homeschooling can be kind of a risky territory when it comes to that. It's not I'm not entirely against it. You got to make sure that they are getting what they need socially. Otherwise, they're kind of just screwed.
Yeah, I have some friends that do this thing. It's like a homeschooling co-op where it's like they do so many days a week at home by themselves, and then so many days in the co-op with other homeschool kids, and their parents take turns teaching for a day, like every so many weeks. And thought about that, and then I also thought like, maybe just private school.
Yeah. Honestly, it sounds a little bit messed up, but kids kind of have to be around bullies in a way to develop general thickness of skin
Yeah, I
and not be
100%.
overcoddled. Otherwise, you're gonna have to learn it later in their teenage years, and that's just not.
Makes you awkward. No, I 100%
If your
agree.
kid's never called yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Uh, I think I'm gonna put my
If your
kids.
kid's not called a faggot,
They're missing out.
if you Yeah, if your kid's not called a faggot at one point at least, they're not getting thick skin.
Well, I think too, it's like especially as a kid, I know people my age. Like I'm friends with people who's never been in a fight in their life, like ever, or even come close. And it's just like I don't know, dude. I feel like if you're gonna get in fights, you need to do it when you're young. Like you need to learn about what it's about, you know?
Yeah. I have a funny story about that.
Yeah.
Um, I recently broke up my relationship
Mhm.
with my now ex, and a lot of random shit happened, but basically her family tried to attack me for it, and her brother texted me. Basically I broke up with her because she wanted to have a second boyfriend, which I was not gonna allow.
Mhm.
You know, just no. And a lot of stuff happened after that, and her brother texted me. He's like, "Yeah, I want to fight you, man." I'm like, yeah, no, you don't. He's
Yeah.
trying to act all black,
Yeah.
like trying to act black to intimidate me, which was just borderline retarded and did not intimidate me at all. Like it was stupid.
Mhm.
And I'm like, dude, you don't know how to fight. When's the last time you fought someone?
Yeah.
He's like, man, let's fight on the street. Street fights, you and me, one on one, bro. Like, dude, you don't know how to fight. When's the last time you fought anyone? He's like, what you mean? I'm like, what streets are you talking about? You live in fucking rural Oregon.
Yeah.
There's no streets here. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, what streets are you talking about? He said you fight on the streets. What streets? It's like, listen, bro, I got man, I got in trouble or all the time in high school for getting into fights. All the time, bro. I'm like, dude, you're 29.
Yeah.
You're talking about high school. Do the math on that.
Dude, for real.
You do the math on that. It's like it doesn't matter. You don't lose skill. I was like that. I was thinking this is what happens when someone goes a very long time without actually
Yeah, you just like
fighting
peak.
someone.
You peak in high school.
You peak in high school and you become like this weird fake ghetto type of dude. I'm like, you know what? I don't really care to fight you, but if you really want to fight me, why don't you get in the gym with me? Go to a fight gym. Because he was trying to egg me on. He's like, oh, you know Muay Thai, bro. You know Muay Thai. Then it's no problem for you. I'm like, okay. Go to a gym. You and me. And we'll do this the right way. Let's do it in a park. I'm like, dude, we're not fucking 14. I'm not going to meet you in a park. I'll meet you in a gym, though. Any rules you want. But it just has to be in a gym, because if we do it in a park, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
So, we'll do it in a gym if you want. You really want a shot at me, even though I have nothing to do with this bullshit. Like, you kept making these excuses. And I was like, this... It was weird. And then he tried to volunteer his dad to
Oh,
fight for him
that's
in a
fun.
gym. I'm like, dude, what kind of man are you? You fucking 30? And you're trying to get your dad to fight for you at a gym? Because you went and wanted to fight me for some reason? And it was like that I broke up with his sister, and then someone that I knew that was like a mutual friend of us both went off on her for basically cheating on me. And then
Dang.
he wanted to fight me for that reason. Like, dude, you're not used to people accepting this, are you? And he kept trying to just act ghetto and black to like intimidate me. And it's just like what happens when you have a warped view of reality, where you think people are just gonna you think you can wigger your way around life. You think you're a tough guy for that reason. You're just not. Stupid. I was laughing the entire time. It was like I knew this guy wasn't gonna fight me, but even if he did, he just was like he hasn't fought in a very long time.
Mhm.
You could tell by the way he's talking. He's like, There's very few good shit talkers. Some people can, but most people don't.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, people that have to try and act like they know how to fight almost never have any actual experience.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Total total pussy. But anyways, yeah, you're right. Not fighting people makes people weak in a way, and it does something to your brain. I don't know exactly what it does, but it makes it different.
Makes you soft around the edges.
Have you ever done any martial arts?
Yeah, I did four
Yeah.
years.
Have you ever done any martial arts?
Yeah, 4 years of Kempo, and then I did, I don't know, like recently I did like, I don't know, almost a year of MMA.
Oh, nice. Is Kempo the one with the is that the one with the huge stick?
No, I'm trying to think of what you're talking about. I'm not sure
What's
what that is.
Kempo about?
So Kempo is actually one of the most offensive. Actually, it is the most offensive fighting style. Um, so it's like an original fighting style from, I guess, Okinawa. I could be wrong about that, but so essentially, a long time ago, when martial arts was becoming a thing, if you notice, a lot of them have almost like a logo or a mascot of an animal, and the reason why that is because they study specific animals and how they fight, and they try to replicate that, and they studied the snake because the snake is considered to be a very defensive fighter. It will coil itself up around itself and only strike when it feels like it knows that it can make a hit, like make contact. So that's similar to the way we were taught to fight, where it's like the foundation of the fighting style is, you have two legs, two arms, and you want to protect your head. Anytime you extend a part of your body, like your one of your arms, you leave a part of your body open, or like if you extend one of your legs to kick, you leave a part of your body open. So the basis of the fighting style is to quickly like block or to like deflect and then strike in the opening that they've just created. So it was kind of advertised in my hometown as like a good thing to teach your kids for like bullies and stuff for that reason, because it's like they don't even really teach us to hit unless if we're being like hit at, and then that's when like kind of everything comes into play. So um, yeah, I feel like because of that, that's like the foundation of what I know. So I actually am like more of a defensive fighter than an aggressive fighter, but yeah, it's because of that.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah,
I don't like when people try to dismiss like other types of martial arts.
yeah,
Like I've never heard of Kenpo, but I don't know that it doesn't work.
uh huh,
I've never done it. I don't like people that try to like I think their martial art's the coolest one and that's just the best one that they could do.
mhm,
Like that's it doesn't matter. It's
yeah,
whatever you can do.
yeah. I agree actually.
It's
Um,
about skill. It's about the skill level of the practitioner. It's not about the martial art itself.
it is, and I think it's also it's also about what you want to get out of it too. Like if you want to be a really aggressive fighter, whatever, you can do that. Like go do MMA or do something like that. But some people, everyone gets into it for different reasons. Sometimes it's just to study like an ancient art form.
Yeah.
Uh,
You ever been to Disneyland?
Disneyland? No, I've been to Disney World a few times.
I want to go to Disneyland again at some point.
Yeah.
Random thought.
I hear Disney World's bigger. I've heard that Disney World and Disneyland are basically the same. It's just Disney World was bigger. So it was cool. I went. I've been there probably 3 times. Dang, dude. I found this. Have you been watching like XRP at all? Do you know much about crypto?
No.
So I actually don't either. So I'm not saying that I do, but I've been getting into it or whatever a little bit, and it's been doing really well. And one of the things I found this like website where you can do like this thing where you get like a small amount for free every hour, and then you can use it to like gamble. And I've been doing that a little bit. It's actually super fun.
Nice.
And the cool thing is like so the more that you do, it keeps track of like how much you've gambled, like whether you won or lost. And then it like you gain levels and then like you can unlock more like per hour and it's like more gambling. It's like that TikTok meme, gambling, gambling, gambling. Have you heard that
Yeah.
one? Let's go gambling.
David Goggins.
Yeah.
Really a problem, not enough gambling.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that one now that you mention it. Oh man.
Change the game after last night. I think I got a dip, man. See you soon.
Coolio, man. I'll talk to you later.
Later.
Later. Gambling, gambling, gambling. Be right back. guys, that's all for tonight.